Right, that's Nightly News for this Monday. I'm Tom Llamas. Thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
This is a movie! Oh my God!
KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6th, 2026. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
From an emergency press conference to a fast arrest, Guam police have arrested a man suspected of robbing 4 gas stations at gunpoint. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the details next.
The race for superintendent of the Guam Department of Education continues as 5 applicants move forward in the selection process. We have more coming up.
Food security is on the table here in Hagåtña as community partners gear up for the 2nd Annual Agriculture Symposium. I'm Masuki Hirayama with what to expect coming up.
Hafa and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Thanks for ending your day with us. Nevaeh Anderson has the details.
Late this morning, Guam Police Department Chief Stephen Ignacio called an emergency press conference after a string of armed robberies to officially announce the search for the investigation's prime suspect. In the past 48 hours, 4 armed robberies have occurred. The first at a Shell gas station in Dedido, where the suspect fired several rounds from a .22 long rifle, hitting a cigarette display case and a back office door, and stole a customer's car, a white Chevy Cruze. Then 3 more robberies taking place the following night, at the Mighty Mobile gas station, the Mobile Airport gas station, and just down the road from the last location at the EPOW 76 gas station. Videos of the Dedido Shell robbery quickly circulated on social media, sparking fear and outrage across the island. And it was all carried out by one man. Police identified the suspect as George Maratita, also known as Lucien Maratita George Jr., who had just been released from the Department of Corrections this past Saturday, days before the crime spree. Ignacio confirmed this morning the department was actively pursuing Maratita.
Enough probable cause exists for his arrest.
And while no one was injured during any of the robberies, Ignacio warned that Maratita is known to have a propensity for violence, urging the public to keep their distance should they spot him.
We ask the public that if you see him, do not approach him, again, because we do believe he is armed and dangerous.
He was also known to drive a beige Nissan Sentra. But shortly after the press conference closed, Maratita was found driving along Route 1. He was intercepted and arrested by GPD just after Pacific Plaza in Harmon. At the time of his arrest, he was still driving the stolen white Chevy. He remains in GPD custody. And tonight, the island can rest easily knowing the man believed responsible is behind bars. However, GPD still calls on the public to report any suspicious or illegal activity to Guam Crime Stoppers or the GPD dispatch at 671-475-8615-7. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
And in other news, with Dr. Kenneth Swanson set to step down as GDOE superintendent by year's end, the race is on to find his replacement. The department confirms 5 applicants have advanced in the selection process, including 2 familiar names who've served with GDOE before. Here's more. 5 applicants have been deemed eligible to move forward in the selection process for the position of Superintendent of the Guam Department of Education. KUAM spotlighting 3 of them who have gone public with their bids for the top role. Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Joe Sanchez. Acting Deputy Superintendent of Educational Support and Community Learning, Dr. Barbara Adamas. And former Deputy Superintendent and current Acting Principal of JP Torres Success Academy, Erica Cruz. As KUAM previously reported, there were initially 7 applicants. However, GDOE confirms 2 were deemed, quote, non-compliant due to incomplete documentation or failure to meet minimum eligibility requirements. Those applicants have been notified and have until October 10th to appeal the committee's decision. The remaining 2 candidates have also served within the department. Former acting superintendent and current governor's chief advisor on education, Dr. Judith Wanpat, and Kenneth Perez, former Deputy Superintendent of Educational Support and Community Learning. Juan Pat, a former senator and legislative speaker, brings more than 25 years of experience in education. She served as acting superintendent in 2023, prior to Dr. Swanson's appointment to the role. As she prepared to take on the position, she spoke with KUAM about her goals to improve GDOE's aging facilities and address the department's declining student population, pitching the idea of right-sizing to redirect funds toward facility improvement. Parrish joined GDOE in 2023 as part of the new leadership team appointed by Dr. Swanson, serving as Deputy Superintendent for Educational Support and Community Learning. According to a GDOE release, he has held various leadership roles in both the public and private sectors and previously served as Executive Director of the Guam Commission for Educator Certification, overseeing the certification and evaluation of teachers on island. KUAM reached out to both applicants. Both were unavailable for comment as of news time. Meanwhile, a press conference titled "Here Are Your Applicants" is set for October 13 at 12 p.m. at GDOE's headquarters. Stay with KUAM as we continue our coverage of all 5 candidates and find out who will be named the next superintendent. The Superior Court has agreed to split the criminal cases of professional mixed martial arts fighter Ricky Camp and co-defendant Jasmine Rivera. Presiding Judge Alberto Lamarena approved the motion to serve after defense attorneys argued that tying the two together would create a legal conflict, since Rivera is listed as both a co-defendant and an alleged victim in one of the charges against Camp. Camp faces multiple assault and family violence charges, while Rivera is charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Prosecutors did not object to the motion. Camp and Rivera were arrested in February following a violent fight outside a Tumon club that left several people injured. A new trial schedule will be issued as both defendants remain out on personal recognizance. Time for a quick break. You're watching KUAM.
Every day, there's something new to discover. Fresh styles, fresh finds, and fresh ways to make your home and family shine. So what's new at Kmart Guam? Ready to assemble furniture, stylish, affordable, and ready to take home today. Dream big with our new selection of mattresses, comfort you can count on. Upgrade your home with the latest appliances, arriving now. Step out in style with new arrivals in men's and women's fashion. Fresh looks for every season. What's new? Everything. And it's all waiting for you only at Kmart Guam.
Anything's possible. I push to the limits. I climb every wall. I keep on believing.
If there's one thing we've learned, it's never to underestimate the spirit and strength of the people of our island home. Which is why at Bank of Hawaii, you, your dreams, and your possibilities will always have a home. Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Primetime. Guam's food security is on the table as community partners prepare for the second annual agricultural symposium with the theme rooted in resilience, growing food, farms, and community. The three-day event will be hosted at the Guam Museum in Hagåtña and is expected to bring together various stakeholders to tackle the island's food system. Mitsuki Hirayama has the details.
If you go to any grocery store on Guam, it's no secret prices are significantly higher here than in the mainland. With about 90% of Guam's food imported, food insecurity has long been a major concern.
Well, if you go off island, right, in the mainland or in the United States, right, people don't really understand the concept of 90% imported foods. When we mention that in the conferences that we attend, they kind of freak out. They're baffled. They're like, what? You know, but it's because it comes so easily to them. But for us, it's something that we're so used to, right? It ties into our culture, colonialism, and just so many other things.
The second annual Agriculture Symposium hopes to bridge that gap by bringing together farmers, gardeners, educators, entrepreneurs, government agencies, and community members to exchange knowledge, build relationships, and strengthen Guam's food systems. Jenilyn Abinales is a district manager for the Northern Guam Soil and Water Conservation District.
What's new this year is that this time we're theming it, but it's called Rooted in Resilience. And so we wanted to truly enhance the food security portion of the island and how we wanted to close the gap, the food security gap on island, really.
The three-day symposium is free and kicks off Wednesday at the Guam Museum in Hagåtña from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's hosted in partnership with Guahan Sustainable Culture, the University of Guam, the Guam Department of Agriculture, and other local partners. Abinales shares what participants can expect.
Our farmer panels is going to be a bunch of our farmer ranchers who will be sharing their stories and their experience being a farmer rancher on island. We also have Next Gen Nens, which will be sharing their own insights about what they think agriculture and conservation looks like for the future of the island and for themselves. And then we also have presenters from UOG, the district, water catchment systems, composting, just so many things that we want the community to learn about.
Event goers are encouraged to register early to reserve their spot. To sign up, visit gusustainable.org/agriculture or call 671-486-4721. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Senator Will Parkinson is making changes to his political status town halls after criticism that residents weren't getting enough time to speak. He announced that this Wednesday in Malesu, the educational portion will be cut back, with most of the 2-hour session dedicated to hearing directly from villagers.
There is a significant public appetite for something to happen regarding our political status, especially when they see how fast things are changing in the world, changing in the Pacific, especially these tensions between the United States and China, with Guam right in the middle. That is a primary reason for why I am so interested in pushing this subject so hard, because I do believe time is of the essence.
The Southern Village meeting is the third in a series following Jigo and Mamang Totu Maiti. The Malesu Town Hall starts at 6 p.m. at the Senior Citizen Center and runs until 8.
These town halls are not just for the educational purposes. When these town halls are said and done, there will be real policy papers, there will be real policy decisions that come out from the discussion of these town halls. So I encourage people to come out. If you've never been to one, I encourage you to come out. If you've been to them before, I encourage you to come out and be part of the deepening conversation.
Parkinson says community input is shaping his political status push, including considering a simpler referendum question for 2026. More village meetings are expected to be announced soon.
Now for a look at your world at home. Here's the sunset view from Crown Plaza Resort in Tumon.
gave me chills down my spine.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. Count on me, count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Sometimes parenting can be hard. What should I be doing? The Guam Early Learning Council includes partners who can provide you with early childhood services and supports. We are here to assist. For resources and information, simply call 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays. Early connection can change everything.
All right, we are talking paddling today. I got my boys from Puti and Tasi here are at Matapang Beach. What's up, guys?
Hey, buenas, buenas.
All right, so the Micro Cup for our part of the world, Henry, is the big one. We got us, we got CNMI, and we got Palau, and we are actually going to Palau to compete, right?
Yes. There's actually been talks about a possible Hawaiian team joining us, right? They're not part of Micronesia, but we welcome them all. Shout out to our boys from Marshall Islands also. They'll be there. They participated in Saipan, so we look forward to the competition.
Okay, and of course, the Micro Cup, it rotates every few years. We had it 2 years ago, and then last year was up in the NMI, and then this year's in Palau. So what do you guys know about like the conditions, weather, how calm or how rough the water might be?
Yeah, so having paddled in Palau, Saipan, and here, of course, Palau definitely has a little bit deeper bay, so the waters are a little stronger, the current is a little stronger, the waters are a little rougher, so it's definitely a different environment, but that's why we're going a little early this year, just to get used to the waters. We have some Palauan boys with us.
All right.
Hopefully that helps us.
Okay, and are you guys doing sprints or the marathons?
The men are doing distance and sprints. The juniors are doing short distances and sprints.
Okay, how excited are you guys to be competing with this crew, like with this team? Because obviously you guys all get along well. You guys got some real good vibes and everything like that. But what does being a part of this crew mean to you?
It's like, it means a lot to me because, I've always been wanting to do this. Actually, I've wanted to join this team before they went out to NMI, but I wasn't able to. I didn't have enough time. So yeah, now I'm very glad that we're able to come out to join them and compete in Palau.
Okay, and even though you're going, where your heritage is and everything like that, you guys are going to be competing for your club and for our island. You guys are going to be competing for Guam. Like, how special is that?
That's actually, it means a lot because, we represent where I'm from.
This is a bag. But for Steve, this bag gives him food cred. Because now everyone knows that when they have that craving, or they're just looking for the perfect deal, well, they just need to follow Steve.
Follow him all the way to the new McTerry Deluxe at McDonald's. It's an all-beef patty smothered with teriyaki sauce topped with lettuce and tomato on a sesame seed bun. For a limited time, price and participation may vary.
Tamua is coming back to Guam. The UOG Endowment Foundation and Guam Comedy present the return of the comedy sensation Tamua with his Chee-Hoo Tour. One night only, Saturday, November 1st at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are going fast at guamtime.net, so don't wait. Special thanks to our sponsors, the stations of Choice Broadcasting, the Guam Visitors Bureau, United Airlines, J&G, Yamaha, Townhouse, Matson, KUAM Communications, Trivision, Heineken, ASC Trust, BGIS, Advisors Unlimited, Western Resort, Docomo Pacific, Fruits, Raymond James, Bauman Shoe and Black, IT&E, IP&E, Moylan's Insurance, and Pepsi. Get ready to laugh and celebrate and shout, Chee-Hoo!
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Every day, there's something new to discover. Fresh styles, fresh finds, and fresh ways to make your home and family shine. So what's new at Kmart Guam? Ready to assemble furniture, stylish, affordable, and ready to take home today. Dream big with our new selection of mattresses, comfort you can count on. Upgrade your home with the latest appliances, arriving now. Step out in style with new arrivals in men's and women's fashion. Fresh looks for every season. What's new? Everything. And it's all waiting for you only at Kmart Guam.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
In this week's Giving Every Tuesday, the Guam Fire Department got a boost in its ability to care for the island's youngest patients, thanks to a donation from Public Health worth about $10,000.
This vital donation really helps our community's emergency medical services, which for us in Guam, we just have the Guam Fire Department, which is pre-hospital. And then our other agency that we also assist is the Guam Memorial Hospital.
The Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services, through its Health Professional Licensing Office and Emergency Medical Services Division, donated brand new pediatric emergency equipment to the Guam Fire Department. Brianna Sablon is the Acting Health Professional Licensing and Emergency Medical Services Administrator.
The purchase of these items were made possible through the EMSC grant. And we always prioritize emergency preparedness, at least on the pediatric side and for children overall. This donation just isn't about equipment. It's a testament to our commitment to every single life in our community, especially our children.
The gear, purchased through federal funding under the Emergency Medical Services for Children grant, will help first responders deliver more specialized care to infants and children across the island. GFD spokesperson Captain Nick Garrido.
So we were able to receive 3 advanced life support kits that went out to our paramedics, and then we also received other equipment that is going out to our basic life support unit, which is our medics, our transporting medics, as well as our first responder units.
The donation includes age-appropriate supplies from pediatric airways and blood pressure cuffs to choking rescue devices, restraints, and color-coded airway kits, ensuring paramedics are ready for any situation. The program works to ensure every ambulance and emergency room in Guam is pediatric ready. And for GFD, these resources mean stronger response capabilities and a safer community. The donation represents a continued partnership between GFD and DPHSS and a renewed commitment to keeping Guam's children safe and healthy.
On behalf of the Guam Fire Department, the personnel, also the community of Guam, kudos to Miss Brianna Sablon and her team. They were the ones who made this happen, and we look forward to working with them in the future.
Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here. Okay, everybody, Red, White, and Brew. It is this wonderful event that goes to help the good folks in Central Guam at Maina, and Our Lady of Purification Parish has this wonderful event. It's a wine tasting and beer too. So you can go down there and help. And if you're like me, you can finally ask the people in Maina directly, does Maina belong, or does White Lady Bridge belong to Maina or Agana Heights? And it is Maina. I found that out because I went to the Red, White, and Brew the last time. So this and many other things you are going to find out if you go to the event. Plus, you get to help a really, really good community right in the middle of Central Guam. Good people there. We hope to see you there. All right. We hope to also see you at the Sapphire Gala because you will be able to help St. Anthony's Catholic School celebrating 65 years of proper Catholic education. Sapphire is an amazing shade of blue, so is St. Anthony's. It's a wonderful arrangement, right? So please go there on the 12th and please help out because they are doing very, very good things academically, athletically, faith-based, wonderful institution. I went there for 3 years and some of the best memories of my life. All right, and then also we have another event. It's the Legacy of Hope, and this is something I would like you to really consider because another amazing event in our island community is going on. It's a brunch gala on the 19th from 11 to 3 over at the Nico. And you can help Catholic Social Services. See, we're all talking about ways to help Catholic organizations tonight on News Bites because it's good work, good community service, good vibes, good spirituality, and we are a good community because that's what we do. We also do birthdays, and that's right now. Happy birthday to Madison Grace Leon Guerrero, who celebrates birthday number 12 in 2025. And happy birthday, Maddie. Wishing you a wonderful birthday. Love and miss you, says your Guam family. We hope you're doing great, Maddie. Aria Teresita Paulino Iglesias, we are wishing our beautiful daughter, sister, and auntie a happy, blessed, sweet 16 birthday with all the love in the world, says your family. Happy sweet 16. Jordan Mackenzie Santos Hernandez has a birthday today, and happy birthday to you. And as you stand on the threshold of adulthood, may God bless you with clarity, purpose, and courage. Never forget how loved you are and always trust in His divine plan for you. And your family says, we love you. That is a wonderful, wonderful shout out. Really, really well written. And Christine Matanani, one of our own here, she's come home and we are wishing her a birthday. You know, what a great time to party. Welcome home. Let's go have a proper birthday celebration and we're happy to have you back. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
And that's your primetime show. Thanks for watching. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Have a good evening.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health. Hafa de Guam, I'm Jason Salas, here up in Dedido at the Northern Health Clinic where they are getting your fellow Guamanians happy and healthy, giving education, giving treatment, and giving very, very sound advice how to live a happy island lifestyle. And that's what we do. And so welcome to another episode of Health, Home, and Lifestyle where we show you how to live a healthy and happy island life. Here's what we got for you this week.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Hi, everybody. We're going to give you a real pop quiz here just to start off the show on House to Home. Two of us are on Guam. One of us is not. You have exactly 2.3 seconds to guess who, because Liz is our global jet setter, and Liz is somewhere. Liz, I can tell by your voice is a little bit scratchier than normal and everything. But first of all, it sounds lovely. Second of all, it's 5 a.m. where you are.
Yep, you're right.
Where are you right now?
I'm actually in Italy.
Bella.
But I'm still working. I still have people I'm helping and going through the same process. So actually, no matter where I'm at, I'm still working.
Okay. Do you real quick? Do you find as you do your global travels, because you've been all over Europe, you've been to Asia, obviously you've been to the mainland and everything. How does that actually, all of those different like styles of property and, like different districts between, different types of business and agriculture and residential and everything, how does that allow you to bring knowledge back to Guam and to actually run your agency here? Like seeing as how people do real estate all over the world.
Actually, comparing the prices in different regions, looking at the lifestyle and whether the housing, what does the housing impact each area? And their pricing. I mean, we do a lot of comparisons when we go to the National Association meetings. We do a lot of comparisons with how each market is, their pricing, and in general, they're all talking about the same thing. There's a shortage. So it's no different on Guam as well.
Okay, well, Gina, you are equally as well traveled and everything. So, do you take inspiration from other markets, or basically said they haven't got it as good as us?
You know, home is always where the heart is,
Yeah.
but it's nice to learn about other areas. I love looking at the housing structures and the designs. And then you always, you always think, man, if we could just pull this off in Guam, right?
Yeah.
That'd be
which
wonderful.
brings us to the permitting process. If only our permitting process were a simple process, and then I think we would get more homes built fairly quickly if there wasn't that much in terms of blocks or the time frame to get these permits in order. And you heard Tay when he spoke about a company who wanted, a big company who wanted to relocate to Guam, but when they found that there were hindrances with the medical, the hospital situation, permitting process, they went to Texas. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that we have opportunities here on Guam. And as Gina puts it, we're not moving anywhere. We love our island, and this is where we'll stay until we die. But other companies who want to come to Guam, and maybe people even wanting to relocate to our paradise, have issues because they're unable to do the processes that they need for their business and for their residents. So I know we've got a long way to go to help improve it, but I think it helps when each of us speak up and maybe have solutions to help with that problem.
Yeah, and there are two, let's call them gripes that you guys have had, like very, very outspoken about that over the last few weeks was the business privilege tax, and that has now been overridden by the members of the legislature, and then of course the permitting process. One of those is out of the way now.
Well, Gina and I want to thank all the senators that voted to override that bill. There were 4 that did not vote for it, but again, luckily, both Republicans and Democrats banded together to make a difference for our community. So we both want to give a shout out to you guys that voted for it. You're making a difference for the business community because we're the integral part of keeping our community afloat in terms of taxes and the businesses that we each own. So again, thank you for all the 11 senators that voted for this. Unfortunately, 4 did not. C'est la vie. What do you do?
Well, Liz, you've got the list of names of the senators who voted for it, and I think it's important that we acknowledge them by name because we have some Democratic senators who voted with the majority Republicans to pass this bill. And we want to acknowledge that every little bit is going to help. It's even going to help our real estate industry. And then from there, I kind of want to talk about the military going out soliciting bids for 1,600 single family units and I think 900 plus unaccompanied quarter units, and what that means to our community, what they're actually saying to the community. And we've been saying this for a long time, but it's now, now everyone is starting to talk about it. And I kind of want to thank the senators by name. You have that list?
I have it. Yeah. I have it up here. I have it propped up, ladies. Unless you do.
Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, so yeah, so as per the release from the Guam Chamber of Commerce, citing specifically the senators that voted for the override, Speaker Frank Blas Jr. and then Senators Tony Atta, Tina Rose Munoz Barnes, Vince Borja, Shelley Calvo, Jesse Lujan, Sabrina Salas Matanani, Joe San Agustin, and Tello Taitigui.
And Chris Duenas.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, interestingly, okay, now this is something I wanted to kind of just float out there for discussion with the two of you is, do you think...
Oh, I'm sorry, you need to add Tony Atta. So that makes...
Oh, yeah, I said Tony Atta. He was the second one. Yeah.
You're right, Tony Atta.
Do you think it actually, because I know a lot of these senators and, their backgrounds, because we profiled them around election time, a lot of these senators are senators who have also run businesses themselves. Not all of them. I know some of the senators that did not vote have also, run, private companies and everything like that. But do you think that empathy makes them a little bit more sensitive and therefore maybe a little bit more understanding about the BPT.
I think it gave some sensitivity, but at the same time, they ran numbers to see how the impact was, what was brought in terms of taxes. I mean, I don't think they just decided based on that. It's a cumulative effort of looking at the government spending. And what does the local business contribute? So yeah, it does have some impact, but they also the chamber looked at all the different numbers to arrive at their support of the bill and see how does that impact our community.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
And I know there were contractual agreements for technology to help assist in this process. It's been 8 years. I mean, there's no excuse for that. And if it takes 8 years to get something done, something's wrong. Hawaii just did this recently, and they publicized it, that they streamlined the process, and they're doing it online. Technology is there. Why can we not use it? The tools are there. Is it the mentality? I mean, we do have people in different positions, but the expertise is there. Use the expertise to utilize technology to make it more efficient. And we talked about online processing. I mean, even the banks have gotten that in place where they could tell you where the loan process is sitting based on their online processing.
Well, I remember it was what, like 15 years ago when there was that big trend where people said, oh, we have to adopt e-government. That was a long time ago when they started doing it. But, you know, and to be fair, though, as someone who is in the technology side, GovGuam's come a long way. I mean, they got a much longer road ahead of them. But they have made some progress. But yeah, there is a road ahead.
But the technology is there, and that's the point I'm making. I've spoken to people who actually did contracts for the government stateside, and they evaluated what was lacking within that particular city government and what was needed to improve, and making recommendations to utilize certain tools to upgrade the efficiency. If everyone else around the nation is doing it, why aren't we?
We can, and we desperately need to do it. And we don't have a choice at this point. It has come to that point where it's no longer, can you afford the luxury of putting this off? You cannot. And so I'm pleading to the people at the legislature, put a law together, make it mandatory, use some of this surplus money to fund it, get everything online. And if you have to privatize it, if you have to say the building permit process will be, it goes, we're going to pay this company, this agency, give the community an opportunity to rise up, step up, pay somebody to do it and do the process. The government agencies still go out and do the inspections, but the process will all be online. And it'll all be, anybody can log in to see where their permit's at, who's loading it up, who's signed off, who hasn't, make everything online.
I'm making a little note here, ladies, to maybe I'm gonna ping and send a note to Senator Tello Taitigui, because I know this would be under her purview primarily because she's proposed that thing about having an AI committee. She sat on some some forums about cybersecurity and everything like that. So I think this would be something that she would at least oversee to some degree.
But I think when you do something online, what does that do? It puts accountability on each process and the individual handling each process. It's all about accountability and efficiency. So if we went that route, yes, we're pleading to the legislature to look at it, as Gina puts it. I mean, it's beyond the time we needed it, especially now. I think it's urgent. It's they talk about emergency. This is an emergency. We got to move because as time progresses and these people arrive and we're lacking the housing, we got to move. We got to speed things up right now.
It's sad, Jason, because I have to tell you, whenever we have to deal with the government of Guam, I mean, I know Liz has done it. I've done it. We call the agencies and we ask for help when there's just, we're at our wits' end and we need to get something done. We'll call and ask for help. And I'm telling you, the people who do this work go out of their way to do the work and to help you get it done. They go out of their way to help. They really do. So then you sit there and you wonder, where's the problem?
Yeah.
These people obviously know what they're doing. So why does it take so long to get anything through? And it isn't all the agencies, it's maybe one or two. So if somebody's got to identify what's causing this bottleneck, there could be manpower issues, and that could be addressed too. But for the most part, I'm asking the legislature to pass a bill that says the building permit, once you apply, you have to get it in 30 to 60 days. And if it's not received in 30 to 60 days, there should be consequences.
And what Miss Gina's talking about, boys and girls, is that age-old song and dance. It's not people, it's process.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be people too. Who knows?
Oh, who knows? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we got one down, ladies. We got the BPT thing out of the way. So next next on our to-do list, hopefully, Liz, by the time you get back, we'll have some progress on this. But man, first of all, were you guys watching the legislature's live stream when the vote happened?
Oh, I didn't have to. I didn't get a chance to see it.
We went to some of the hearings. But we have a regular day job, and so we invest as much time as we can.
And Liz was at the Leaning Tower Pizza, and oh, Sole Mio.
Yeah, when it's time to vote, Jason, we figure it's out of our hands at that point.
There you go.
Yeah, but thank you so much for bringing attention to all this.
All right. Yeah. Well, Liz, if you get a chance to take some pictures at Vatican City and everything like that, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. God, you could talk about like amazing real estate and architecture.
We will be there.
Yeah. Okay. And Gina, I'll probably see you like around like in the coffee shop or something. I'll bump into you.
Absolutely.
Okay. And everybody else out there watching, we will see you guys next week. Take care.
House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the Medical City.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd. I didn't mean
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. In recognition and celebration of National Menopause Day, Synergy Studios is excited to share a soul-nourishing, luxurious day retreat at the Dusatani Resort, Guam on Sunday, October 19th from 6:30 a.m. to 12 noon. The Sacred Pause is a body, mind, soul reset, specifically for those in their 30s through 60s, and especially if you're moving through perimenopause, menopause, or andropause, and you're craving clarity, calm, energy, and vitality. We'll begin the day with Ocean View Yoga, a gentle yet empowering practice aimed at lubricating the joints, awakening the core, and calming your nervous system. You will not need to be flexible or experienced. We will meet you exactly where you are. As the ocean breeze moves across your mat, you will feel your breath deepen, your heart open, and your body strengthen as your mind is ready to receive the rest of your soulful day. After our practice, we will gather for nourishing breakfast, vibrant whole food plates designed to keep the blood sugar steady, boost our mood, and support hormonal harmony. We will chat about the physical components, nutritional, mental, emotional, and everything in between. We will open the floor to discuss why protein, fiber, and healthy fats matter so much, especially now, and how small changes at breakfast can ripple into better sleep, steadier moods, and fewer symptoms. We will have a chance to share and take a deeper dive into what our minds and our bodies are calling for. We will move into chakra alignment and guided energy reset, walking us through each of the 7 main energy centers or chakras, from grounding root to the intuitive crown, using breath, simple movement, and sound to help us feel more balanced, centered, and connected to our own vitality. Then it will be time to soak and reset with hydrotherapy. Water is one of the most healing tools we have. It cools inflammation, soothes the vagus nerve, and invites deep rest. You will learn a simple sequence that you can repeat whenever you need to reset, alternating warmth and coolness to stimulate circulation and help the body detoxify gently. We will move on to therapeutic massage by certified licensed practitioners at Deverana Spa. The skilled team will rotate us through calming, targeted sessions, specifically focusing on those areas where we hold tension. Expect long exhalations, softened fascia, and an overall sense of lightness. After our massage, we will gather for guided meditation, creative journaling, and visualization. This is when we will integrate the day. We'll be guided inward with breath and imagery, and invited to write into our journal whatever comes up to surface. Insights, gratitude, whatever steps are next. We will end with a short intention-setting ritual, hopefully leaving us with one clear, doable action plan to support our health and overall well-being. And the beauty does not stop there. Your retreat will include afternoon access to Dusatani's serene swimming pool. We could float, sunbathe, and laugh with new friends, or simply rest and let the day's healing work settle in. This experience is for anyone ready to feel more at home in their bodies, to understand the changes of midlife, reclaim our energy, find calm, and be surrounded by a supportive community. Your day includes ocean view yoga and chakra alignment, nourishing breakfast, perimenopause and menopause talk with question and answer, hydrotherapy reset, therapeutic massage, guided meditation, creative journaling and visualization, and afternoon pool access. A take-home mini guide for us to follow through food, movement, sleep, and self-care. Spaces are intentionally limited so each guest can have personal attention. Please remember to bring swimsuit, journal, and an open heart. Mats will be provided for you. To reserve your spot, please call Synergy Studios at 671-472-9642, 472-YOGA. Spaces are limited, so sign up as soon as you can. Thank you, and I will see you next time on your weekly renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Half a day, everyone. This is Janice Carrasco with KUAM News. We are here today at the Public Health Clinic because there are a lot of good things going on today, a lot of programs, and we are going to go inside and check to see what is going on. Follow me. Hello, beautiful ladies. How are you today? I'm a little loud. I am so very sorry. We are here today because you got some things going on here for public prevention. I know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's very important for early detection. And also, what else do you guys have to provide to the residents in Guam?
Thank you. Well, we're here to celebrate Primary Care Week. And of course, we're here at the Northern Community Health Center, also being celebrated at the Southern Community Health Center. So if they're down south, they can go and check it out too. But we're here to support our programs that we have under the Bureau of Non-Communicable Diseases. And yes, absolutely, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October. So we have our breast and cervical cancer early detection program here. Also here to celebrate comprehensive cancer. And of course, we have Relay for Life coming up. And American Cancer Society is part of our coalition members, so we're here to celebrate Relay for Life as well. We have our diabetes program and our tobacco program, and then our hypertension program as well too. And we're here to just promote any of the programs that are available to our eligible community members here.
And how are we promoting this? So do you see the response from the people coming in and actually coming in to get the services done? How is this going for maybe people that can't afford the services? Do they come in and they just ask you guys for the information? They can get the services done here? Is that how that works?
Yeah, well, the traffic that we see coming through the Community Health Center now are for other purposes. But when they see our table right here in front, they're a little bit curious. Oh, what is this? Is there something that could help me? And so, yeah, that we direct them to whatever program they need. For example, it's okay. So, for example, if they have diabetes and then they're a little bit curious about some of their numbers, we can give them some health education materials that they can take with them and maybe read up on it and see if they could talk to their doctor about it. So it gives them an opportunity to open the doors to speak to their physicians about some of the things that they may have questions for, as well as hypertension and tobacco usage, of course. Yeah.
Did any of you guys wanted to go ahead and also speak about in regards to the diabetes and tobacco? What other roles? So you guys are here in the table. Do you guys also help them further in the back, or?
No, it would be the primary care services to check their numbers. So we're just here for educational purposes. So for example, if they come in with a high number, we'll just educate them on their numbers and what to do better to change their lifestyle.
Okay, perfect. What else? Okay, you guys have a pretty big table here going on. So there's pamphlets. Maybe sometimes people are nervous to come up to anybody and maybe talk about these certain issues or certain diseases. So I see that you have Passport to Hypertension Services, anything that has to do with blood pressure readings. Also, again, like we were saying about the Relay for Life for diabetes and also breast cancer. Do you see that a lot of people have been grabbing pamphlets, maybe, and then from there occurs their curiosity and comes up to you guys and asks you guys the questions?
Yeah, I think like we mentioned earlier, curiosity brings them here, and then we just open it up by asking them some questions, very basic questions, like, how are you feeling today? What are your diabetes numbers? If you have diabetes, do you have medical insurance? If you don't have medical insurance, they could qualify for a breast and cervical early detection program. And we could even offer hypertension and blood pressure checks here as well too. So if they'd like to find out what their blood pressure is, we can offer that here too.
That is great information. I don't know about you, Jason, but I think we got all the information that everybody needs here in Guam. Early detection is very important, with it being cervical cancer, any cancer diseases, any hypertension, the Relay for Life. That's something that we didn't know as well. So we also get information that we didn't know about before. And I advise any of the patients that are nervous, there's these wonderful ladies that'll help them out. We wave. There's wonderful ladies that will help you out with the information. There's no shyness here. They'll be glad to help you. And please join us, as we'll be glad to see you soon. And now we're here with Zita. She's going to explain to us about this lovely program that they're offering here.
So we're celebrating here at the Guam Community Health Centers our National Primary Care Week. And this is where we want to feature our services, which includes pediatric care, adult care. Of course, we have health education. And we are also featuring many of our partners that will be joining us throughout the week in terms of more education, resources for our community to improve their health and well-being on our island.
So people that are coming in and they want the information, they come through here. What has been the turnout after having these programs, and how long have you guys been providing this program?
Our community health centers have been around for the Southern, over 50 years. So we have two centers, one here at North in Dededo and another one at Southern. And our Southern Community Health Center has been here for about over 50 years. Here at North, I think I'm sure it's over 25. I'm sorry, I didn't get those details, but we service all patients who come to our clinics, and we don't turn anyone away. This is part of the purpose of our primary care services. So anyone in need of care, we really want them to not feel fearful of not being able to afford services. We have an incredible program called Sliding Fee Services, which it's an easy application. Patients can come in, fill it out, and just attest that they don't have the resources to pay, and we will see them. We